Mark Loftus. We're at NAB 2024 in New York. I'm with Jason Perr of Perifery. Jason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I'm familiar with Perifery based on NAB in Las Vegas a couple of months back, and how you guys were doing work with customers to better manage and monetize these vast libraries of assets that they had. What can you tell us about what you guys are doing these days?
So we're doing a number of different things. One of the biggest things is being able to run really powerful AI models on-prem in their facility. And that's really important because it gives you the ability to control cost and control privacy. All that metadata that you're generating, all the information of your content should be yours and be able to be on-prem in a place that you can control. Mm-hmm. The other thing is we are leveraging open source models so that we have these various different AI models that we're able to bring in from the open source community to do really powerful things in the world of object detection, facial recognition, and then the ability to generate metadata. Mm-hmm. So by leveraging these different models, we can also be flexible and offer flexibility to our customers so that they can actually find the right model for their purpose to get the best possible results. And then 6 months from now or a year from now, when there's new models that are better, they can actually swap it out and go to another one very easily.
Mm-hmm. We were talking a little bit off camera before about who a client could be in this case, and everybody always thinks of these film studios and stuff, but actually brands could make use of this technology because they probably have so many assets that they need to manage. Can you talk about how a brand might take advantage of this?
Yeah, definitely. So in many ways, I feel like this technology offers even more value to a brand than it does to those traditional productions. Traditional productions tend to create content, edit it, and work on it really hard, and then release that video or release that movie or release it, and then they're kind of done with it unless they're going back for recaps. But if you're a brand, you have content that gets generated for every single product that you make and every product that you sell. A lot of times, that content, if it's video, you're going to need to translate it into every language of every territory that you go to. You also want to be able to get metadata describing that content in ways that make sense, right? If you just have a description and a summary, it's not going to be that helpful versus if I'm someone like a vacuum cleaner company, I might want to have things like, what floor type is this best for? What kind of house type does it work well? What's the, what kind of power usage does it need? All those different kinds of things that are very specific. Mm-hmm. So having AI be able to not only generate metadata, but also we even provide instruction and training of how to create the fields and the prompts leveraging AI.
Okay. For a company that, or a brand that may already have storage on site themselves, how does your technology make its way into a facility, and where does it sit among an existing infrastructure?
Yeah, so normally what happens is you have to purchase a server that has a GPU in it, something that just has at least 48 gigs of VRAM. We normally work with all the NVIDIA GPUs, is what we would recommend for best performance and best capabilities. And then with that server, any storage that is mounted onto that server can have access to could be used to be able to scan it. Or if we're integrated into the NAB system, so we integrate right now into Iconic and into Cat TV, and then we also have our own system called Vision that we can have things that you can trigger to be able to actually run this AI against that content. A lot of times it's normally run just the second content lands on the storage. Mm-hmm. Whether or not it's our own storage, we can still process it. If you're actually running on Perifery storage, there's some other extra benefits along the way of how that metadata is going to be treated and how it can live with the files on the storage regardless of any NAB or anything else that you might use.
Okay, for those who want to know more about Perifery, where would you direct them?
The best thing is just to go to the website, perifery.com. You can check it out. There's a piece right on the front there to be able to check out AI+. We've got all sorts of information on there. And then, by all means, anyone who's at the conference, come by and check us out here at the booth. We've got cool, fun stuff to show.
Thanks a lot for speaking with us, Jason.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Take care.